This is Dave Nasty over here at Next Level Guitar, and we're easing our way into a really cool in the style of lesson. We're going to be bluesy. We're going to take a really cool artist that some of you might not know about, but a good songwriter, and a nice mix of blues and a pop sensibility so we can all enjoy it and take a look at it all the way across the board. So here we go. Hey everybody, I'm going to tell you the best part of the video right now. If you want some information that is not available on YouTube, it's a free video lesson that comes with a great coinciding ebook, free. All you got to do is just click on the link that you see below in that YouTube text box, and you get all those great things. Free ebook, free lesson, not available here on YouTube. You got to click on that link. What we're going to do here is we're going to take a lot of dominant chords. Now in jazz, they have this really cool rule that any chord could be made to be a dominant. It's a mouthful of verbiage, and we'll save that for another time. But right now we're going to talk about this really cool voicing of an A13 chord. And we're going to take this guy and we're going to mix it with this standard kind of almost you would interpret it as like a 4-chord in a blues progression, but we know this is I believe this is a 9th chord, Mr. Top, if I'm not mistaken.
D9.
A D9, in fact. See, look at that. Right into there. Now we are going to throw into the mix here a nice G sharp minor 7, C sharp dominant chord. That is right, I know that. And then we go to an F sharp minor. We're going to put an E, or an A with an E in the bass. And then this, you know why? It's because I know what this is. I was excited about the May I Help You chord in the song right here. This is a D9, but check this out. We've got it suspended there, right? And we've got the 3rd there, and then we got the 5th here. This is a job security chord. That's what I used to call these back in the day. If I was in a band and I wrote a song with this chord, it meant if you hired somebody else, you're going to have to ask me what it was. That's what it's like living in Southern California, people. I'm sorry. It's just the truth. You know, you got to like make sure you cover your tail a little bit when you get a gig. Okay, so you have really cool song, and what I dug about the style of this song and how I'm trying to spin this a little bit is so you could see that we can jam blues off of a really cool progression. And any of these licks that I'm going to do, let's talk about that real quick. I'm not even going to use my fingers. Let's just forget about the pick altogether, because you know what? Just stylistically, it'll be challenging for me, and it'll make things interesting. So if I go like this now, and I go for this classic little lick, I'm only going to use my thumb. And I'm going to use my standard scale, but what's happening is everything is soft and dynamic, and this song teaches me that. This song teaches me that I can do these classic licks that we learn all the time in these positions, and I'm going to use some octaves, maybe brush it with my thumb, and I'm going to apply it against a different type of a jam that fills my blues fix. Now what I want you to work on with this is being able to play these 2 chords in this nice simple time and being able to solo around it. And it's always good to maybe put things in between. But see now, if I fill too much space, I might only hit the root note and I might have to come back to it. These are things we want to challenge yourselves with in the style of these other players, you know. I was always a fan of making sure that whatever I played or whatever I practiced, that it made me feel like I was expressing myself. And those licks sound completely different without that pick that I threw away a minute ago. wondering whether or not I should have, but we're good. We're going to use the middle finger, and we're going to pluck on the second string. Now I have to be really careful. I have a floating tailpiece. You can see why I got my hand here. That's to control this. As I go through the guitar. So if I'm bending this, you're not going to hear any dipping if I block this a little bit. Now, and I got that softer. Put a little bit of reverb on your tone and it affects it a little bit. I can rake. Now, what's really important is putting some timing into your scales. That really helps. What I mean by that is you know, everybody goes, what if you put a little bit, of swing in your scale there, right? You kind of try to groove it out a little bit. And that's a cool way to approach putting into your playing some rhythmic ideas. And a nice resolving happy chord. So what I think you're going to get from this lesson and this inspired by style is to say that we can take something that does not even remotely go this direction and we can say these chords make me feel like I can do things different. I can get rid of the pick and I can play some of these, pre-bend it. Third finger over here with the right hand. And you hear that? I got an email. Everybody, I don't know if you heard that come through. And I could play some of these notes, and I'm going to be inspired by a great singer-songwriter, and I'm going to do something different, but more importantly, I'm going to resolve to this beautiful sounding chord that we could do and use and apply in our everyday, and this chord alone is worth the price of admission. So you know what? Go to the website, nextlevelguitar.com. It's full of great things that you can't go without, and I will see you next time. We're going to keep this short and sweet, and I appreciate you checking it out. Thank you so much. I was just getting into it and I was like, oh wait, everything I prepared is in a different key.
Yeah.